one Saturday morning.
This is John Wick again. And they killed something that I love again. You see what they did to my precious stuffed animal here? They stuffed him in a little box. And now I'm gonna murder them all. It's not gonna be pretty. So because of that, now I have to join the Color Commentary crew, where they give you views from a different side. I'm ready to get it started, because I've got the gold coin. You must accept me. You must accept payment from me. You cannot turn this down, because I serve and I will serve. I'll be talking about John Wick 3 with the Color Commentary crew, as well as the new movie See You Yesterday. I don't even know what the movie is called, because I've already said more lines than I have in all three movies put together. In addition to that, we'll be talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So be ready for me to kill everybody. I'll see you later. Oh, wait a second. Looks like somebody's trying to join my call.
King, baby. King of the world. King of the bodega. Oh, yes. My birdies are awesome. Can't be traced. Fly, little birdies, fly. Internet can't stop. John.
Yeah.
You working?
Yeah.
Good night.
Great, so.
No sound effects. I got a room. Sit down. Sit down, John. Sit down, John. I'm king of the world.
What's happening, guys? Of course, this is Color Commentary. This is Rashad Waters, owner and founder of Block Band Music and Publishing, company where we give you music and instruments to marching bands across the nation. And what's happening, Mr. Taylor?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Yes, Chuck Taylor here, KFH Party Easy. You know how it is. We are all about these movies, guys. But yeah, I'm ready to jump into this.
All right.
I enjoyed all the movies, so I'm ready to jump into this one tonight. This is good.
So as we mentioned, we'll be starting out by reviewing John Wick 3. So let's go ahead and do it Baba Yaga style. What were your thoughts on this, sir?
John Wick, Chapter 3. I mean, could they have any more killing? Could they kill somebody else just to bring it up a couple more? I think the most people died in this movie that I've ever seen in any movie in history. It's not like a bomb blowing off, but just like actually people killing people. It's like they definitely racked up the kills on this movie. But yeah, I truly enjoyed this movie. It kept me going, the whole movie, you know. It was beautiful. It was fun. I guess it's not necessarily the bookend, but it's the trilogy. It's definitely one of the best trilogies around. John Wick does not disappoint. If you want to watch the rest of them before you watch this one, first of all, real quick, are we doing this a non-spoiler, or are we just
do a non-spoiler real quick?
Non-spoiler. So from a non-spoiler review, if you're a John Wick fan, you're gonna love this movie. It has everything that it has in the first two movies, but adds a whole different plethora of enemies and different obstacles that John has to face. He definitely backs himself in the corner at the end of the last movie. We know what happens at the end of the movie when he kills old dude inside the hotel. Basically, that's what this one starts right after.
No business inside the Continental grounds.
Yeah, the Continental. Yeah, no business. Yeah, he was like, man, F this douche. I'm John Wick. Oh crap! I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have took him outside and did that, right? Yeah, right, John, exactly. You should have done that. Well, he shot my dog. No, he didn't shoot your dog, John. Dang it. So
blew up his house.
He blew up his house.
He did blow up his house, but he didn't kill a dog though. The house don't matter. It's all about the dogs with the assassins. So, but yeah, this one was fun, man. It's right at the beginning. It gets you right. As soon as you walk into the movie, it's on and popping. So, it's definitely action packed. Very gruesome. But when it comes to killing, because they make sure you're dead. They go right to that headshot every single time. Every time they might shoot you 5 times in the chest, but they're gonna come to your face and there's gonna be a closed casket for you. Definitely. I guess that's just make sure that they get their man or woman. They go to that face. But yeah, it has a lot of good characters. And when you what's the Morpheus' name?
The King of the Bowery.
I know that, but I'm saying, like, what's the actor?
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, yeah. He's awesome. I watch him on Blackish all the time, so like seeing him in this role, he plays the same role in almost all the movies. A lot of movies he does. But yeah, he is definitely. I love just his dialogue in the movie. Halle Berry plays an awesome role. It's not a spoiler; she's in the previews. But yeah, she does her thing on this movie as well. Really represents. Definitely, you can tell she worked her ass off getting ready for this movie because she was legit. She might have been more legit than John. She went through some serious training. I was like, wow. So yeah, this movie will leave you with a wow at the end of it. What about you, Rashad?
All right. Let me ask you this real quick here. Let me ask you this. When was the last time that you saw the second one?
It had to be last year.
Okay. I think that would make a difference because for me, I just saw both of the 2 movies in the last couple of days. So I saw John Wick 3 on Saturday. I saw the other 2 movies like on Wednesday and Friday or something like that. So for me, movie number 2 was like fresh. So I thought the first one was satisfactory. I thought it was decent, but the second one I thought was amazing. So going into number 3, I thought it was a good movie, but I don't think it was as good as number 3 was. For me, with these type of movies, I'm sorry, I didn't think number 3 was as good as number 2. With these type of movies, we've seen so many like revenge killing movies. We've seen it, that what I'm always looking for, I always want to see something new and different. And when I watched movie number 2, I was like, the things they were doing in that movie, like I had never ever seen before. And there were some things in number 3 I had never seen before, but there weren't nearly as many. So for me, it was definitely better than number 1, but not quite as good as number 2. I think I got some of this hair in my face. I don't know if it's my hair or dog hair when it blew up. But yeah, there were some things I really liked, and when we get into the spoiler part of it, I'm definitely going to review that. But there were some other things where I felt there was some couple places where they did some things they didn't necessarily have to do. Like they explored some places. Like I didn't really need for you to go there. Like I just want you to kill people. You don't have to do all that. If
you don't have to have a dialogue or a story arc or anything. No, nothing true. You just want the people to get shot in the face. Is that really what you want to see in a movie?
Yeah, pretty much. No, actually, no. But some of that story arc and dialogue was better, I thought, in the first 2 versus in the third one. I mean, the story was good, but it's like, dude, what are you doing there? Like, why are you there? I don't understand why you're there, and now you're passing out. That doesn't make any sense to me. So,
I got questions.
If you got questions, so I definitely would recommend. This is a good movie to see. I think it fits in well with the trilogy. I think that most people will enjoy it. If you like to see people brutally murdered in the most horrible ways with guns and other things, you will definitely enjoy it. You will definitely enjoy this movie. I think it is well worth your time. I just don't think it's quite as good as the second. All right. So we have non-spoiled it. So now we are going to spoil this movie. So let's go ahead and get into it. Taylor, what are your spoiler review thoughts on this movie?
Oh, well, I'm hoping most people know what John Wick is about, so we don't have to really explain what the movie is about. But just off gate, I'm gonna say the best part that I really enjoyed was that Halle Berry part. with those dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That got me the most riled up. Yeah, the Halle Berry part, man. That because I saw her training on Facebook. I was like, wow, what movie she's gonna be in? I was like, oh, she's in John Wick. I was like, all right. And then I saw her in action with those. Don't shoot their dogs, man. That's something. That's the worst than shooting your kids or your wife. You shoot a dog, it's like a whole unleash of a beast, man.
That's right.
And she just went crazy. She killed everybody.
Don't shoot the dogs or make them don't make the dogs fight each other.
She was just sticking dogs. Dogs jumping on the back, ran up a wall, killed the dude off the top of the building. Dogs is right biting people's crotch just left and right, and they just shooting them in the face. Walking around just shooting them in the face. Pow, 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 pow. Shooting in the face. Headshot, headshot, headshot. So yeah, that part right there was like, oh, that was worth the money right there. That was worth the time to watch this movie. Like, she could probably start her own 3-series arc with that. So they might just be, I don't know what they're gonna call it. What was her name? I don't even know her name in the movie. You remember her name?
I don't have a clue what her name was.
You gotta have a catchy name. She's just gonna be part of John Wick's the 4th movie. Because she killed a couple people too. So she probably
would be good.
Herself.
I would say when you mentioned that now Halle Berry can do those type of movies. I didn't even think about her actually doing a spinoff. So now you got the John Wick cinematic universe.
Yeah, you got it all. Trying to be like Marvel, get the MCU money.
There you go. Get that money.
Yeah, that
would be a good movie too.
That was nice. I really enjoyed that whole part. Just the way that what's the lady from what's the top table? What's the upper table? What's it called? The
high table.
High table. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So the high table, the little girl, she just walks in there like she is the junk. She ain't scared of nobody. Don't care where she walked to. Don't care who she talked to. Talking to the king. Just walk up to him like, yeah, you got 7 days to get your affairs in order, or you're gonna die. All right. So, like, she didn't care. I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, she really has some clout here. Like, she might not be able to fight or kill somebody, but she don't care. She has some balls. She's walking into this, walking into all these people and just talking. She went right to the hotel, right up into his office. Him and John Wick up in there. I'm like, okay. So seeing how, because a lot of the characters, you didn't see them in these type of positions before. Like, they're fearful, or they're maybe like little like, I question how high I am, how high and mighty I am, because now the high table's coming after me, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed. I had a fun time with the movie. The action scenes were great. You got to see her introduce with the Halle Berry character. You got to see, I guess, the whole line. Was the Arabian guy? Was he like the head of the high table?
He sits above the table.
He sits above the table, so he's above the high table. Yeah.
Right.
So like seeing like everybody's arc and like how kind of what level they fall under, and then kind of measuring John Wick's like, can John Wick take out everybody? I don't know. He could look kind of scared right here. So he bowing, just cut his finger. He cuts his finger off. To pledge his allegiance back to him. I'm sorry, if I cut my finger off, I might just have to stick with my pledge. Like, I just cut my finger off for them. I might as well I just cut it off. I mean, he kind of turns over on his pledge. Like, as soon as he walks into the hotel, he's like, oh, yeah, I think I'm not going to do what I said I was going to do.
That part was a little disappointing. It wasn't bad. It wasn't one of the things I'm going to complain about. Excuse me, but it was a little disappointing that he just flipped like that easy. It's like, nah, you don't want to do that.
He did flip really
easy. I don't want to do that.
Dude had a nice conversation with him, and he just played little Wick, just like a little piano. I'm like, okay. I watch him on I don't know that, guys, I don't know their names, but I watch him on what's it, American Gods. He's on that show on I think it's Showtime. Yeah, Showtime Stars on Stars. So yeah, I watch him on that. He plays the same basically character, that manipulative back boss that's like, always playing everybody. So so I had a feeling he was going to kind of turn his back on John at the end of the movie. This is a spoiler for anybody that didn't hear that before. We are talking about spoilers in this movie. But all in all, I got everything I wanted out of the movie. It was funny. It was entertaining. It was, I don't say heartbreaking, but it had some like, oh wow, that was unexpected. Some nice turns, suspense, very suspenseful, and the action and the choreograph of the fighting was awesome with the ninjas in there. When John
The
Wick went into that
ninjas,
glass room and he had to
bro.
basically go up his level of ninjas, he had to fight. That was cool. They were whooping his tail most. Like they could have killed him a couple times. Like I don't understand. That's one thing I don't understand. Just kill the dude. Like if you got him, you know he gonna kill you. Just go ahead and kill him. Y'all assassins, stop playing with him.
Right.
So it's like stop playing with this tiger, man. Like just if you got a knife to his neck, you might want to use it because he is gonna kill you the next time he gets a chance. And that's exactly what he did, the old boy, at the end of that movie.
Yeah, but it worked out for the other guys though.
Well, not the first two.
The last two, yeah.
The two twins, they were playing with him, and they could have killed him. So he basically like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna kill y'all. But the first two, he killed them two dudes.
Well, yeah, I don't even remember that.
I thought he killed them, and then he killed last dude. He played with him too much. He was like, ha ha ha, I got you with the sword again, ha ha ha. I'm gonna hide over here, and then finally it was like, cow. He's sitting there like, yeah, I'm just got a knife in my chest. But yeah, I give it. It was a great fun movie. Definitely go check it out. You will not be disappointed.
Unless you're Rashad.
Unless you're Rashad that watches, he binge watched all of them, so of course he's critiquing everything because he just saw it a minute apart.
That's right. I'm bringing you the truth. So, like I was saying before, when Chuck disappeared, the dogs, man. Like I said, this movie should be called Revenge of the Dogs. Like they killed the dog in the first one. The dogs, they got everything back on this one, boy. They're one of the best parts of the movie. I love how they just kind of kept coming out of nowhere and just ripping people up. Like even when people were dead, the dog was still attacking.
He was ripping up the jewels, bro. He was just You definitely could tell there was a female trained dog because they were right for the man parts on every attack. Oh gosh.
You're like, you get shot in the head. You're like, thank you. I love the car. One of my favorite parts was how the dog got shot. But in the spoiler. I love how the dog got shot, but he had on the bulletproof armor, so he was okay. And they showed it, so you could click like, oh, he's okay because the bullet is right there. Like, okay, like that was really cool. To me, it was a good throwback to the first movie, when the dog got messed up. So this one, Halle Berry's dogs ain't getting messed up. And then probably
that little puppy got messed up. I don't think the bulletproof vest would help that little puppy.
Probably the best scene in the whole movie was when Halle Berry was on top of a dude about to give the death stroke, and there was somebody above her about to come down, and she was like, "Hi!" The dog come out of nowhere, jump on her back, and climb the wall and knock out the dude. That is amazing, bro. That's probably the best scene in the whole movie. Yeah, the other thing I loved about the movie were the ninja, boy. God, I love them, man. Like, as soon as they were free, like, because they would always gang up on somebody. Like, there'd always be one person standing there, and all of a sudden, and then they always hit them with the last blow. Like, God dang! Like, I love that, man. It was so cool. And again, like I said, when it comes to these revenge movies, like I've seen so many of them. We've seen all the Liam Neeson movies, and this is the third John Wick movie, and we've seen Arnold Schwarzenegger do it. Like we've seen these people do these revenge movies, so I like to see something new and interesting. So the ninjas was really cool to me. And the last thing I really liked was John Wick killing the Russian guy in the library by breaking his neck on a book.
Oh yeah, that was. He told him to. He was like, "You sure you want to do this?" Right. 14 million is a lot of money. It ain't a lot of money if you can't spend it. I'm like, as soon as I heard dude say that, I'm like, you're right, John. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I have about 15 other people to shoot at you first, and then I'm gonna come in. Like, I'm not gonna be going to take you out early. That was not right. So
now let me get into a couple of dislikes. I'll try to get into this. to me, the movie went too deep on some things that it didn't need to go too deep on. Like when they asked, "How do I get to the one above the high table?" and the guy was like, "You know, you need to walk to the desert till you can't walk anymore, and then walk some more, and then once you're about to die, then he'll come and find you." Like, I didn't think that was going to be literal.
yeah, I can agree on that. I was like, oh, they actually went to the desert.
Right.
And Halle Berry does him dirty right there too. I'm like, damn,
yeah,
Halle.
spits in his water. So he's out there walking in a full suit in a desert with one drop of water, and then he passes out. And then the one, you know, the people with the one above all find him. Like, okay, that kind of was like, that whole part was kind of lame. Yeah. It seemed very much like a comic book. Like, to me, if it were like a comic book, that's all right. You know, that's like, okay, but that's kind of weird for a live action movie. Yeah, how is he running? Like, are you telling me he's running this huge criminal organization from the desert? Just, that was too much for me. Even the same thing, like, with the adjudicator. Like, why didn't they just kill her? Like, at the end, I'm talking about at the end, when she walked in on them, and she was just like, hang on 1 second. You know that she was about to rain all hell on them anyway. It would just
I'm like, hey, she just fell off the building with a bullet in her head. Somebody shot her. Make sure you get rid of the dang weapon. Like, destroy it. So nobody can figure it out. Or shoot her with her own gun.
Somebody did business on continental grounds.
Yeah. But the business wasn't is okay because Continental Grounds was not they took the protection off of it.
It was deconsecrated. But she was the one that did it.
And then she stayed in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, that was like the weird. I'm like, hold on. You know they can kill you, right, and not have a problem with this, like, because you can do what you want to do now,
right,
at this place, and you just gonna stay there. She had a death wish, but she didn't die, which was unfortunate.
I wish they had just dealt with her, and I thought she was going to be bad, but she didn't do nothing. And then with Halle Berry, like when John Wick is like, "Don't kill him," like don't kill your boss. Why not? You shot him in the knee. You shot him all up, shot him in the knee, and killed all his guys. And what difference does it make if you kill him or not?
On his man parts.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you might as well kill him now.
Exactly. I mean, if they're going to have revenge, they're going to have revenge whether he's dead or not at this point. So they should have done that. With things that take me out of the movies, I hate it when people survive things that they shouldn't survive. Like when you got on the bulletproof vest and you getting shot, I'm all good with that. You know, or you standing behind a car, as long as it's not like ridiculous, you know, like Proud Mary, the car is shot up. I'm all good with that. But like when people get hit by cars and then they stand up and walk away, that takes me out of the movie. That just takes me out real quick. I don't like.
Are you talking about when he first got hit by the car and he gets on run?
I'm trying to remember when that was. There was a couple of times in this movie, definitely in the second movie, like he got hit bad by a car and just got up. I'm like, come on, bro. Yeah, but then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, spoiler. This really took me out of the movie. Like at the very end, spoilers. He got shot off a building. I was like, okay, this must be fake somehow. Shot off of a building. He bashed his head on a fire escape. Yeah. And you can hear it. Boom! Flipped over, hit something else, and then landed square on cement.
Nothing broke his fall. I don't know what he's like. He was part Wolverine right in that part. So yeah, you're right.
Exactly. I don't. That type of stuff takes me out of the movie. Like, why do they do that? Like they should. There's another way they could have done that. But if you have established this person that's not having any powers, and all of a sudden he obviously's got to have powers because there's no way that he survived that. Again, if he had just flipped over and just landed, maybe I might accept the fact that the bulletproof vest saved him somewhat. But they made it clear that he bashed his head on metal.
They did.
He did.
I was like, oh, that's the end of this chapter. Okay. Oh, he's still alive. The king is down under the table and restored his health with his king powers or something.
Right, exactly.
I have no idea.
Let me see here. I gotta pick it up some. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like when he fought the first group of Japanese guys. Like when I don't know what that place was, or some type of armory, but I didn't like when he fought them because it wasn't realistic. Because it was such a small place, and it basically seemed to be one level. So if he's fighting like three guys, if there's like 8 people breaking in, it's probably 6 or 7 guys that broke in, right? And he's fighting like 3 of them. For what possible reason would the other guys not run in to where they were immediately? It wasn't a big place. It wasn't like his house, like in the first movie, where the house is big, you got multiple floors. He's taking out people one at a time, boom, 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 in the dark. So it's easy. It makes sense that he would be able to take them out one by one. But you're in a one-level place. There's a bunch of noise. Everybody should be converging on this one area at one time. So that kind of took me out because it didn't make sense. The fight itself was good, but it didn't make sense. I didn't like the choreography when he was fighting the last 2 guys because, number one, they were destroying him. Like, they were kicking him. They must have kicked him through like 6 or 7 different glass things. He should have been jacked up bad. Just the glass alone flying in his face. And then what would happen is, like, you would see this amazing fighting from them, and they would be so fast. But then when it came to them hitting him, then they would pull their punches, and you could actually see that. Like, they would actually punch slower. You know, like, the choreography there. I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about the choreography. The choreography wasn't that good with that. And the final boss wasn't that bad a threat. Like, he talked all this noise and, I can't, I'm so happy to meet you, and all this. You thought he was going to be awesome. And then John made short work of dude. He started disappearing.
Yeah, he did. he was like, good fight, right? Good fight. I'm like, okay, you made yourself a little too, like, comedic ninja.
Yeah,
like,
you need to stick to cutting blowfish. So the reason why I like number 2 better, again, in number 2, like the silencer battle between him and Common, that's like one of the best scenes of any movie right now. When they're walking in front of everybody.
Oh, okay. Now I remember what you mean. Okay, when they were at the party and they're just like trying to kill each other.
No, it's like when they're in the subway. They're in the subway.
Oh, in the subway.
And
okay.
they're walking. And Common is like up high, and John is down low, and in front of everybody, and nobody knows what's happening. That is amazing to me. And there was sometimes, Halle Berry would shoot people sometimes point blank, but it wasn't like all the time like John would do. So for me, that it really turned the level down because she was shooting from like 6 or 7 people away. Either you need to be like really far away or like in their face. When you're just shooting them from 6 or 7 feet away, it just wasn't as exciting to me as the things I had seen with that John was doing all throughout the whole movie. But I do agree with you. I would like to see Halle Berry now do her own movie, and it would be cool to see like a cinematic universe because they set it up. They set it up perfect. They really left her character open ended. I would love to see her plus the dogs. So if you're listening, go ahead and give us a John Wick cinematic universe and put Halle Berry in it. That would be awesome. I would love to see a movie with the hotel.
The King in it too. Don't forget about the King.
Oh yeah, the King
I'm under the table now.
Yes, sir. Give the hotel people a movie. And last thing. Where was Common and where was the deaf girl? I just knew that when John Wick stabbed Common in the aorta and was like, I'll be seeing you or something like that. Like, I just knew that he was going to come back in this movie and possibly help him out since he didn't kill him. So I was like, dang. So again, this was a good movie. I did have a lot of complaints about it, but it's still a good movie. But I'm just listing out the reasons why I didn't think it was quite as good as the third one. If you like what we did, make sure to give us a like when the video goes up on YouTube or even on Facebook as you're watching right now. Make sure that you leave a comment here on Facebook or on YouTube. And as usual, you gotta subscribe. This is Color Commentary, where we give you views. Where I'll see you next time, Jimmy. Peace.
One Saturday morning.